Hey, good morning, knife nerds, everyday care people. It's the Big Canucker here, and we're gonna have ourselves an open box party here, and we're gonna have some first impressions. I got a couple of pre-owns here that I ended up buying, and for the channel, and I wanted to have a look at them. One of them is something that I've wanted for a really long time, and that's a Three Rivers manufacturing knife. There's the Neutron and the Atom. I managed to get myself a Neutron, and this particular deal came with buy one knife, get another knife free. There was just some to choose from, and one of the ones that was left was actually a Kaiser Sheepdog XL, or a Kaiser Sheepdog. I don't think it's the XL, but it is the CPM 10V, which you guys... The CPM 10V is a phenomenal steel. I have a Spyderco K2, and it is crazy. So I am opening up here with my Kaiser mini bag lighter, which is again a knife that was at a throw-in deal, and I loved it. So I am trying to get into this thing here. So let's let's try this through the end. Let's just see here. Man, oh man, this is crazy, this thing. Well, I guess it's through the end. That's why. All right. Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and you must be wondering to yourself, what is this guy doing with a big white box? And in this big white box is a knife that I ended up purchasing on a used pre-owned. Let's try this again. Hey, good morning, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's the Big Canucker here, and you must be saying to yourself, why does this guy have a big white box on this bench? And the reason I have a big white box on this bench is I ended up purchasing a couple of pre-owned knives. I wanted to have one of these for quite some time. It's actually a Three Rivers Manufacturing, or TRM Neutron, and I also want to get the TRM Atom because, you know what, I heard that those are absolutely fantastic knives. And in this particular instance, this gentleman was doing a buy one knife and then pick another knife for free. And the free knife that I picked was fantastic. It actually happens to be, well, we'll find out if it's fantastic because it is a first impressions. I've never seen either one of these knives before in person, so we'll give those a try. Damn it. Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and we are having a look at something here. I am saying, hey, this is absolutely the best EDC box out on the market. It is fantastic. It is white. It is big. It is square. I'm just kidding. It's what's in it. We're going to have a look at it. It's kind of a first impressions video. I ended up buying a couple of pre-owned knives from a fella, and I've always wanted to have one of them. It happens to be a TRM Neutron, and I haven't seen one yet, and I've always wanted to kind of put one in my hand and give it a go. I know that it's one of those knives that you get, it's one of those knives that kind of was all the rage there a little while ago. Things seem to have died down a little bit, but it is still something that I'm very, very interested in. This happens to be the Kaiser mini bag lighter that I kind of got into this box with. Love this knife. And the other thing is, this was a kind of a buy one, get one free, which was amazing to me because the second knife I ended up getting was a Kaiser Sheepdog with the CPM 10V. And if you guys know anything, CPM 10V is wicked steel. So this gentleman sure packed these really well. So this is kind of a first impressions video. So I'll tell you what, let's do the Kaiser first. We'll get rid of that. Let's get rid of this bubble wrap. Oh, I sure like this Three Rivers Manufacturing, the TRM box. I think that's pretty connect. And of course, yes, this actually came with some extra scales too as well. So that's a pretty neat box in itself. And what does it say here? Three Rivers Manufacturing, made in the USA. And it says here, I used to be a sugarcane. That is so cool. That is so cool. All right. And me, I used to be Stardust. Do you guys know that? I was a one-time Stardust. That's why I'm so damn sparkly. All right, let's have a look at that. I'm really, really impressed that they've come out with this. Was the free knife here. Let's just see here. Oh, that is really, really quite good ergonomics on this thing. Let's see how sharp it is. Now, this is pre-owned, of course, so it probably needs to have a little bit of some sharpening done to it, and it does. But really, really quite impressive. Looks like it's micarta see-through construction. Looks like there's some liners in there. A deep carry clip, but a nice thick chunk of CPM 10V. Now, if this thing is hardened correctly, this is one of the best edge retention steels out on the market. Man, I was doing some reading. I ended up buying a Spyderco K2 a long time ago, and I was doing some reading on a CPM 10V, and the K2. I can't remember off the top of my head who makes the K2, but one of his 10V knives was tested the edge retention. It was a fixed blade that he made, and it went through let's just see here, a 1/2 inch micarta rope 2,500 times before the thing was even looked at needing to be sharpened. And that's what 10V does for you. Of course, it's covered. It looks like they've got some sort of DLC coating on there because it is not stainless. This is quite a nice knife here. I mean, I looked at the sheepdog. Yeah, so 7.5, 3.25 inch blade. Micarta, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Let's just see. Oh, it is drop shutty. I'm going to guess this is probably on, I don't know if it's on bearings, but we'll end up taking it apart, cleaning it all up, and we'll find out. We'll do a proper review on that. Really, really like that, especially for the free knives. Man, oh man, that is a smoking deal. So let's get that out of the way, and let's have a look at the star of the show, the TRM Neutron. Now, of course, I would like to get a Atom eventually because that is more my size. The 3-inch knives, I am not a super a fan of. Although, you know what, I have been fooled before. Like, I've got a Jasmine, and it is awesome. But the one thing I heard about this, that it is super thin. It's not kidding, with a super thin blade stock. Let's see. Oh, it is so light. Wow. And of course, I know this one here, it has a little bit of damage on the scale, but big deal. Oh, a nice edge on it. Not super sharp, but it looks like it's been sharpened. And I'm going to put a wicked, wicked edge on this. And this looks like this would be a wicked cardboard slicer. It came with some extra scales. And let's have a look at those. So far, really, really impressed here. Oh, I was wondering, how the heck am I going to get in there? Yeah, you just kind of pull it open. All right. So, I've got some... oh, those are nice. These are a couple of super thin titanium scales. I have wanted to do a polish, a mirror polish on scales, and then heat them up and then drop them in some acid, some hydrochloric acid, or not hydrochloric acid, but you could make kind of a lightning strike pattern. Might decide to do that with something like this. These are super nice, and of course, I do believe that the factory scales on this particular knife happened to be G10, and they are a super thin cherry red G10 scales. This thing here is, wow, I can't get over how thin this is. I imagine this thing completely disappears in your pocket. Ergonomics, it's quite good for a 3-inch blade. I'm you know what? No wonder these things were all the rage. This thing here seems like it's a really, really quite a beautiful knife. Is any side to side? No, rock solid. Let's just see here. No up and down play whatsoever. Wow. So far, really impressed. I thought I got a smoking deal under $200 Canadian for me, and that got me both knives and 3 sets of scales. And this Kaiser CPM 10V. Both of these look like they'd be wicked cardboard slicers. So, Man, oh man, I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a look. Don't forget to, subscribe as well as leave a comment in the bottom. Tell me what you think of these two. I will be carrying both of them and doing reviews of them. But I just kind of wanted to have a couple of, show you guys kind of a first impression on a couple of beautiful knives here that I am so impressed with. So, yes, if you liked it, subscribe, comment, share, help me spread my voice. And the other thing I'm going to say really quick here is, in the description, until the end of the month, I am having a Scentsy party. My wife happens to be a Scentsy rep, and she said, by the way, honey, you're having yourself an online Scentsy party. So I'm going to put the link in there. If you guys want to buy some Scentsy from my wife, and for Christmas and stuff like that, it'll be in the description. Don't forget to click on that. I'm sure glad you guys stopped by to have a quick look at this. Please stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice. The shine is high up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.